Hey guys, Pawdad, I'm right out the gate here. I just want to give an unsponsored shout out to Canada Dry Blackberry Ginger Ale. This stuff is incredible. It only comes around this time of year, right? In like the winter time, holiday season. And I've got a couple bottles of it in the pantry. So if you haven't tried it, telling you, you gotta go get it. Anyway. We've been a little lax here lately with content. And if I'm being honest, it's just because we got family coming in. We had, family coming in for big Christmas thing. All the kids and grandkids came and just a lot going on, right? So we haven't really had a chance to really put a lot out. We've kind of come up with a bit of a reset, if you will, right? For what Pawdad Presents is doing. And we want to focus more on the music. Not that we didn't focus on the music before, right? Like it's our primary thing. At least until we get like maybe with the books, because we do want to get books out as well. But we're trying to just get some momentum with the music, and there's tens of thousands of songs a day, if not more, out there getting uploaded to Spotify on a daily basis. And to think that our stuff is going to get seen, I'm I understand. So that being said, I I've done a few things here lately that you might have seen that I think make my point that I am excited and passionate about getting our music heard, and I will do whatever it takes to get that done, including TikTok. So you might have seen this where you go and you just do some stupid wacko dance. Look, I'm 52 years old. I'm not in the greatest of shape. I have asthma, and my daughter's like, "Look, you got to just do a wild dance." Like, what do you mean a wild dance? And it's obvious that I don't know how. I thought maybe just laying down and trying to do the worm would. Then I fell. I'm telling you, this was just. And if that wasn't enough, then there's also this.
Hey y'all, Cupid here. It's never too early to be thinking about a gift for your loved one on Valentine's Day. And here at Pawdad Presents, we're here to help you out.
What are you doing on the roof?
We're filming a commercial. Yeah, I'm Cupid and I needed to make it look like we're up in the air.
Can you at least put some underwear on?
Oh.
I'm willing to do what it takes to get our music out there. But we're also going to shift our strategy a little bit. We are going to work to try to get regular content out related to the music, right? Because that's, to us, that's the most important thing right now. I mean, look, I'm being honest. I don't have any uh funny marketable skills that make me some type of TikTok or YouTube viral sensation or anything like that. I'm just some old fart playing around with AI, making music and making a fool of myself when I need to just try to get people to see. Like, we just need to get people to see, so hopefully they'll hear, and we think our music is good enough that if people hear it, they will want to share it, and that it'll start getting picked up, and then the whole algorithms and things like that. I've actually heard there are AI bands getting signed by labels now. I'm not saying it's going to happen to us, but I mean, hey, if it's happening, why not try? But we've got a lot of big things coming up. So I'm not sure when this is going to go out. It might be afterwards, probably. But we have our latest Saints Unchained song dropping. And that's kind of the precursor to an upcoming album. So there will be an album from Saints Unchained coming first of the year. Album's going to be called Seven because there are 7 songs on it. So yeah, you want to follow, check that out. And we released a song from Tidal Haiz, which is kind of our lo-fi indie rock band. It was actually our audience song. We built that from some ideas and votes and stuff like that, tied them together, and made that our first uh, published song from Tidal Haiz. But we have a full album for them coming out this spring. So very early in the spring. So you're not going to want to miss that. That I think is our biggest effort yet in what we've done, because we've really poured a lot into that album, and I think we've got some really good songs. Like, I listen to it all the time because I have it, and I play the heck out of it because I just like it. I like that style of music. So that's going to probably be our cadence for a while. Like, right, like we want to get to the point where we're not just dropping singles, right? We'll drop a single, maybe another single, and then an album. But that takes work, right? To get the theme for the album, the songs, the lyrics, get them mastered, make them sound good, make them coherent as a full album, and all the stuff that goes along with that. The album artwork, all of the advertising content that we want to do, kind of the marketing. So a lot of that's going to be done via AI, right? We've been playing around with we use an app called Leonardo, and it has all kinds of different models for building images and video and things like that. So we're just playing with that to help us create content around our digital artists. There's just a lot that goes into making an album. Obviously, there's a lot more if you're out there making full blown instruments and singing. I'm not trying to say that this is anything like that. That's way, way, way more awesome and incredible and complex. But for what we're doing, for us who've never done this before, it's a little complex for us. So we're still navigating what the best way to do this is. But I feel like when we started, we weren't really sure how to do this. So we're just kind of shooting from the hip and getting as much stuff out there as possible. So what we're going to do is kind of dial it back a little bit. We're going to focus on like TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, like those kind of three main platforms, at least for now. Because I mean, to be honest, we all have lives. We all have other jobs. Even my daughter Mackenzie, she's busy, raising two rambunctious little boys, and still manages to get all of our content like out on the socials and whatnot, and scheduling all of that. Yeah, we're trying to build structure. We've got a Microsoft platform that we have, like the basic Microsoft platform. So we use SharePoint for a lot of our storage on task tracking and files and things like that, and Teams, Outlook, all those things to help kind of run the business. So we're using that to try to build structure around what we do, because it really comes down to return on investment, right? We've been spending a lot of money on subscriptions and releasing music and hardware. I mean, I have to get set up here and everything to do this. I think we're up to $1.73. We've made $1.73 from our music so far, but I realize there's a bit of a delay. But still, I think we're, it's not like we're getting listened to a lot, and it's probably mostly me listening to it. But yeah, it's just trying to find how to do this. That's the hardest part, because it's trying to keep our day jobs going and then doing this at night and weekends. It just it takes a lot to do, and we're just trying to figure out how that's done. That being said, yeah, we've got some big stuff coming out this year. We've kind of like I said, reorganized how we're gonna go do things going forward. Hopefully, we're going to be more consistent with the content we put out there. If you like some of the artists that we have, we are going to gradually build them their own TikToks, right? So you'll be able to follow just the artist, and it'll be kind of focused on them. so they are part of the broader Pawdad family. But I realize not everybody's going to listen to Christian rock and country and pop and rock and roll, and I mean, it's just not everybody likes every genre. But yeah, if I'd be, if you're doing anything like this and you see this video, please comment. Just let me know how you're doing it. If there's any suggestions you can make on ways to get music out there. I've seen all these ads, because that's all that comes across my Facebook and YouTube now is ads on how to, get your music seen, and, spend this money and we'll get you on playlists. And I don't think that works. And our distributor wouldn't allow that anyway. But, I think it's going to take getting us on some playlists to get that over the hump and get some listens and streams from it. But until then, we're just going to keep plugging away and see where it goes from there. Thank you for listening as I ramble here. I know it's been a little while since I've kind of talked about the process and what we're doing. We're getting ramped up for the new year, and I hope you like what you're going to hear and see. If you do, share the YouTubes, share our TikToks, Facebook. We would really appreciate the help. Like, follow, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, if you're maybe doing these same type of things, I'd love to hear from you, and maybe we can converse back and forth on ways to do this. Maybe you're just as clueless as I am. I don't know. Hopefully you're not. Been great talking to y'all. Hope to hear from you. Have a good one.